doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who can blame them? They're certainly not getting much from Edge.
That's not true, JR. I'm sure this arena is just full of Edge heads tonight. You might not hear them cheering, but that's probably because they're in awe of the fact that they're watching their favorite superstar.
Or maybe it's because the Edge heads turned on Edge right about the same time he turned on them, King. I think they do a pretty good job of making themselves heard, but with those boos instead of cheers now.
He reversed it. How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say that I think Shawn Michaels is like a fine wine. He's only improved today. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight. He's tuning up the choir. I think we all know what's next.
Sweet chin music. He just laid his opponent out cold. I don't understand how these fans can boo Edge, JR. They've got no respect for everything he's done for. He's really cranking up the pressure on that hole, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here.
Wow. Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I call them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95. Watch out! He reversed it!
Look at Shawn Michaels. The future Hall of Famer has overcome so much adversity in his career. But the Heartbreak Kid's got more heart than anyone I've ever seen in this business.
You know, JR, HBK might be a living legend and all, but I wish he'd just keep his mouth shut and let his actions in the ring speak for him. He's never met a microphone he didn't like.
Michaels has impressed me more times than I can count, King. Even you have to admit that he's done a lot with business.
Yeah, and the business has done a lot for him. Michaels tries to come off as a goody two-shoes, but when it comes right down to it, he's as much of an egotist as anyone else in the business. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear. He's tuning up the choir, and I think we all know what's next.
Sweet chin music. He just laid his opponent out cold. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it?
I'm so happy that we have a superstar. So long, ref! Sweet dreams!
It's going to be a while before the referee gets up from that. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR?
The submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this. Uh-oh. Looks like he's got a song he wants to play for his opponent.
Sweet chin music. That's a toe tapper, all right. Boy, when you look at these superstars, we could be looking at a pinfall here, folks.